This has been the toughest start to a ride I've ever had. We've had four-wheelers flying past. We've had people looking at us like we've got three eyes in our forehead. We've got people sitting where I wanted to open the video, staring at us. Okay, we were at a standoff. Horses and other farm animals prohibited without a permit. You could get a permit though and bring your cow out here, I suppose. Man, this has been the most awkward. Maybe that's the title of this video, the most awkward trail ride ever. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
As you can see, we're in front of Collins Middle School in Oak Hill, West Virginia. We had my niece for a week, and we just brought her home, and we're going to ride a trail down here in Oak Hill, the southern part of the state here in West Virginia. So I'm hearing an echo in my helmet. It's kind of driving me crazy, so I hope it won't keep doing that the whole time. So we're off. I tell you, this has been the toughest start to a ride I've ever had. We've had four-wheelers flying past. We've had people looking at us like we've got three eyes in our forehead. We've got people sitting where I wanted to open the video, staring at us. It's just been crazy.
But we're up and going. We might have a little rain headed our way, but that never stops us.
Yeah, that's the other thing. On our way down, well, before we came down here, I looked at the weather and it said that it was supposed to be nice all day. And of course, we drive through, I don't know, 4 or 5 cloud bursts all the way down here, on and off, on and off. And we've got the bikes in the back of my pickup truck with nothing covering them. So luckily we got here and they're working fine. So this trail goes through Oak Hill. There's a little public pool, and it is so humid here in relation to Fairmont, I can't even describe it to you. Right now. It is so bad that as soon as I stepped out of the truck, I started sweating. We actually went into my sister's house, went inside in the air conditioning, and I was still sweating. So there's a park. We do baseball and a little park for the kiddies, all kinds of things. Now that Collins Middle School that I showed you, it's actually closed. Whenever they started doing all of the school consolidations here in southern West Virginia, they took away a lot of the elementary schools, middle schools, and quite a few high schools in this county and put them all into Oak Hill High School. The town that I grew up in was one of the casualties. They took our high school, middle school, and elementary school, put them all into Oak Hill. So I went to Mount Hope High School, and it is no longer around. It's kind of a community type building now. But they all those students come here now, and it's only just, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles away from here, so I guess they thought it'd be okay. But one of these days we may be going through Mount Hope, showing it as a ghost town, because everybody's been moving out. And I don't know who these car drivers think they are. They keep messing up my ride.
Keeps making you stop.
Oh my goodness.
Just a challenge today. It's alright. It'll be alright.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit salty today. Oh goodness. But it's all good. We're finally out on the bike, and while we're riding it, the breeze feels pretty good.
It does feel good, yes.
Yeah.
So Oak Hill also has multiple benches
Mm-hmm.
along the rail to trail here. And it also, you might have noticed when JP was talking, that there was a rail right beside of us. Or you may not have, but I'm going to point that out to you. So they just hadn't picked up that old trail, the old train
Track.
railing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's gone. There's nothing here where we are currently riding.
Yep. And I've walked on this trail before. Kind of where we started, up here about another mile, and then we turn around and we'll walk back. So this is the first time I'll ever be going out this whole trail. Hopefully. As long as we don't get this storm that's approaching. I like the way they did these down here.
Yes.
They're a little bit farther apart, and you can lay one down so that a maintenance crew can come in. Oh, it's a little bit rough. Yeah. Uh-oh, dog. He's in behind a fence.
They're at a fence.
Behind the fence. Yeah, I can see the tree roots have come up under this and kind of cracked it in places here. Yeah, this part of West Virginia is called the Plateau region. It's not nearly as hilly as where I live now, up in Fairmont. We're kind of up on top of a mountain. I think here in Oak Hill, it's about somewhere around 2,500 to 3,000 feet above sea level. But it's a plateau, so it's kind of flat. Now it does have some hills, but if you look out over the horizon from here, it almost looks like we're in the Midwest most of the time. You can't see mountains really anywhere you look. So it's kind of unique for this state. But I think this is mostly a paved trail, and they keep it up pretty nicely. And all the benches that they have are pretty nice. I guess families have actually bought those and put...
There's a car coming to your left, honey.
And put...
Coming pretty fast, so stop.
And they've put memorial plaques on the...
Oh,
Go ahead.
Gonna let you go.
Go ahead. I got another car.
Thanks.
Okay, we were at a standoff.
I think they're gonna go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you.
Sure. I'm not sure. They don't have stop signs.
They want you to have the right way now.
Man, this has been the most awkward. Maybe that's the title of this video, the most awkward trail ride ever. Horses and other farm animals prohibited without a permit. You could get a permit though and bring your cow out here, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
And your pigs and ducklings and stuff. So, you know, it's funny, whenever you leave your home area that you grow up in, and I haven't lived here, man, since I started college. So it's been, what?
30 years, right? 25 maybe?
30 or 35 years?
Yeah.
And I really feel like an outsider when I'm here now. It's kind of strange. I've either lived in different parts of the state or Virginia for about 8 to 10 years, and then now the northern part of West Virginia, which is a lot different than this part. When it comes to customs and the people and the way things kind of run, you know. But
that's why we wanted to come down here and take a ride and see our family.
Yeah. I was actually
with you guys.
I was actually talking with my brother-in-law about this last weekend. He's from Morgantown, and he lives here now and has for a lot of years. And he was asking me if I felt strange coming back to my hometown after being away for so long. And I said, yeah. And he understood and said he kind of had that feeling going back to Morgantown now. But things change, and you're not there to see them, and when you come back and everything's different, it just kind of makes you feel a weird kind of way, I suppose. I go over to Beckley now, and I get lost almost. But this is a really nice trail here.
Yeah, it's just like being out of a comfortable pair of shoes. You're back into some new ones when you come back.
I suppose. Those shoes are kind of worn out at this point.
New adventures. He's never been on this trail, and neither have I. So far it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far it goes out through here. But I was told that it's a pretty nice trail going out this direction. Oh, there's a car. Let's get across. There's like 8 cars driving in Oak Hill today, and they're all at the bicycle intersection. Oh man, this is totally different than in town. I mean, we can put up hay out here. Well, you talk about a lazy ride. This is as flat and a lot of straight stretches on it. Because like I said, up here on this plateau, you know, it's fairly flat for the most part.
Now your sister said we'll be going up the hill coming back through a little bit. So this is an incline down maybe.
I don't know, it's very gradual. Maybe you can tell more if you're walking it. But on these electric, what in the world was that smell? Smelled like we went past a water treatment plant, but I don't think there's one anywhere around here, so I don't know what there's a... Maybe it was a cow pasture back there.
It went fast. There was something little down on the trail.
Too bad this video is not a scratch and sniff video.
It's good. It's a good thing.
Well, look at this. They put little blockers by this house driveway so they can't get up on them.
Yeah.
Okay. Have it in pedal assist 2. Let me bump it down to 1. Not sure why I was in 2.
I'm in 2 as well.
Well, look at all the deer heads. Just to let everybody know, I went ahead and ordered 1 suspension seat post. And the reason I only ordered 1, and actually it should be delivered to our house. It said today. I don't know if they deliver on Sundays, but at least by tomorrow we should have it. The reason I ordered 1 is because every seat post I'm looking at had a weight limit of like 220 pounds. And that just won't do for me. I might as well just keep this seat post. But I came across one that was just like another one I saw that said 220 max limit. And it said that it went up to 397 pounds. So I went ahead and ordered one of those, and we'll put it on Lisa's bike. I'll try it out and see if it works for me. If it does, then I'll order a second one. If not, Lisa will have a suspension seat post, and I'll just have the old hard seat post and have.
Yeah, hopefully it'll work. So it'll be comfortable.
Yeah.
For both.
And then I've had somebody asking me to post a link to the seat post, but I'm I don't know what that person's weight is, and I don't want to put a link out to a seat post saying that I approve of the seat post if it doesn't work for a heavier person. Either way, I'll go ahead and put out a link, and maybe on this video. It depends on how long it takes me to edit and get it up. If not, I'll do it on the next video. But yeah, I'll put the link, but I'll put the weight limits on it, and I'll let Lisa try it out as a lighter person and tell how she likes it, and then if it's good, then we'll do it. You know, this might be the end.
The end of the trail.
Unfortunately, they don't put street signs off of the e-bike, so I don't know. That's just a regular road, and I don't see anything saying that it goes on, so I guess this is where we turn around. Whoa. So anyway, like I said, I'll put the seat post in either this evening or tomorrow, try it out, and then I'll post the link to it. Hopefully, if it works for big guy like me, that'd be great. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to ask anybody else that has a suspension seat post that works for them if they're over 250 or so. And it works. We'll see. And then maybe I'll try another one out. But we'll do that. I think I'm gonna plan on getting a new gear cassette and putting it on and trying it out too, and that'll be after I do the seat post, but I'll put a link up.
Yeah, that'll be interesting for everybody to try. I'm looking forward to having the suspension.
Yeah.
If it cushions my tailbone a little bit, and that's what bothers me the most, just sitting on these seats. But still only a little bit.
Yeah.
If that cushions that a little bit, that'll be good.
And it's mostly after a certain distance, like, 5 miles or so, then it really starts to wear on you.
Yeah, we're only at about 3 miles right now, and it's not even bothering me. I just have to adjust on the seat a little bit, but not my tailbone. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah. And by the way, I think I have decided just to leave my bike unlocked. I'm trying to talk Lisa into letting me unlock her bike, but she doesn't want to go even 20, so
there's no need.
I keep telling her if we have to take off and ride, as the saying goes, the one that rides fastest is the safest. So,
well, if I ever come up to a dog or a wolf that tries to race me, I might change my mind.
It'll be kind of late then, though.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, with the pedal assist 1s, 2, and 3s, we never use anything higher than 3, and rarely use 3. When we did our test on our last video, our bikes were exactly the same on 1, 2, and 3. So as long as I stay in there, I don't think I'm going to drain any more battery, but it's nice to have that little extra juice if I need it for some reason.
For sure.
Because with this bike, you don't even have to help the bike, just move your feet, and it'll get you going 25, 26 miles an hour. Yeah, just straight. So actually just changing the cartridge and so I can help it a little bit will just help me get the 28 a couple extra miles an hour. But Yes, I think I've decided just to leave it unlocked.
Hello there. Hello.
Hi. Hello. Some folks out walking. Yeah, they kind of went all out on this trail. These are nice benches, and
Yeah. Some people really go decorating those benches according to who they're in memoriam of.
yeah. Yeah, and back here, I'll point it out on the way back through, but they've got like a little dog washing station out here by this park here in Oak Hill.
Which is awesome. I think every town should have one of those.
Yeah, because man, you tear a bathroom up trying to get a dog a bath.
Up in the bathtub.
Get yourself and everything dirty, then you got to clean everything again.
Our 40 to 50 pound dog is like that. I can't imagine a pit bull or a German Shepherd or a Husky.
Yeah.
So definitely, everybody should chip in and try to get one for your town.
Yeah. You know, most people that bike in pairs ride side by side, but I try to stay one of us in front of the other so we don't get an echo as much as possible.
Yeah. Now, I know JP has the camera. This is a monarch habitat in that wooded area we were just in.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably saw about 4 monarch butterflies.
Yeah. This is, yeah, the interstate is just right up the road, and it's a pretty popular exit for Oak Hill anyway.
Some little history about Oak Hill. Hank Williams died in this little town.
Oh yeah.
And they do have a memorial at the library, is it, honey?
I think so, yeah.
They do have a memorial. It's not at the exact location that he died, but it is in this town. So that's a little history on Oak Hill that I know.
Yeah, the exact location is right at the entrance of Oak Hill, and it used to be a gas station. The gas station, they also had a mechanic there, and they worked on cars. It's been closed for years, and they had a sign up that said, you know, kind of a little memorial to him. But some years back, I guess that building was starting to fall apart. Nobody was using it, and they ended up tearing it down. So there's just a cement slab there now. So they decided to move the memorial over into the library, which is actually just right across the street.
We're coming up to your side here.
See how nice this doggy is.
Dog.
Hi. This is a lazy Sunday afternoon, and there's not a ton of cars out today. That guy looks real serious riding, doesn't he?
Sure do.
Had his biker shirt on and staring ahead, and he's one of those unfriendly riders that I talk about sometimes. That's the second time we passed him, you wave, and he doesn't look at you. That's all right.
Already been there and done that.
Yeah, this is a little double cross.
We're good here. The truck's coming.
That's all right.
You got it.
See some clouds off in the distance there.
Yeah, that's why I want to kick it up a notch and past the park and then knock it down until we get past the sunny side area.
Yeah, this right here used to be a railroad station, right in the straight ahead of us.
The Words building.
Yep. And then up here is a little caboose, and it's actually an ice cream stand now. This is called the White Oak Rail Trail, by the way.
One of those
There's
things that the railroad.
There's the pet wash, by the way. That's pretty cool. My camera cut off real quick, so I had to turn it back on. But we just passed.
This is the area that I had mentioned on our way down. This is where the railroad tracks are still here laying.
Oh yeah, right behind the benches. They actually made this beside the rails.
Yeah. It probably cost a lot of money to, raise those trails, bring them back up and off the ground, so they just decided to leave them.
Yeah, and people have put out flowers and things out by these benches, almost like it's a gravesite.
Yeah.
For the memorial of the people's names that are on the benches.
Yeah. I did notice that all of them have some kind of plaque.
Yeah.
In memory of someone. Some loved one.
Yep.
Adventurers over there. You mentioned that on the way down.
Mm-hmm. There's quite a few people in the pool.
Yeah.
Somebody taking advantage of the bench. Over here's Tom's.
Well known for his ice cream and
his hot dogs. Yeah.
You said we're going to stay to the right. Is that correct?
Yeah, just go straight across, and
Okay.
this trail right down here kind of forks off to the right. And again, I've not been down that way, so I'm just curious what it looked like. Yeah, I don't think it goes too far. So over there is where the rail that we started on. There's the school. This kind of just veers off into a different direction. And so we'll go down and see what goes on. Now this has got a little bit of an incline here. So yay for electric bikes coming back.
Coming back.
We'll be drifting going down, but and this is one of the steeper rail trails I've been on, for sure.
And you can really just glide down it.
Yeah. No pedaling needed on this way.
Almost feel like we need a guardrail on this.
Yeah, I mean it's straight down on each side now.
Yeah.
By the way, I'd like to thank all of the new subscribers that joined over the last couple days, as well as
We're always happy to see new people.
yeah, as well as all of our regulars. But yeah, we've had a little influx, so we wanted to thank those folks. Hope you enjoy the videos. We try to make them as interesting as possible. Now, the one thing about this plateau is we're up on a mountain, so you start going out of towns off of this little plateau corridor, and you start getting into some serious mountains and grades. Wow.
Yeah, we like to call our mountains hills here in West Virginia, and they are mountains.
Yeah, these definitely rank up in the mountain area, not just a little hill. I know a lot of people have hills, but these are hills that you stop while you walk to take a break. Pretty steep stuff. things to stop and read. We'd be out here for hours if we read them all. I think down about here is where this stops. And let's see. Yeah, this is where the trail stops. It should go straight across the road, but it doesn't. So I say we just turn around and try and hoof it back up the other way. Again, thank you for electric bikes. And up we go. I'll be using some voltage going up this hill.
Yes, thank goodness.
And pedal assist too. A lot of these signs are talking about the soil makeup for some reason. I guess it's because it's coal area. And it kind of tells you how the soil, the different layers of ground are made up and all that. Okay. Hit it to 3. That's about our tops usually.
15, not 16 miles an hour. Yeah, that's good for me. But it feels good.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's pulling me about 15. And I'm using about 12. My current's at about 12. So it's going to use quite a bit of current. You know, that extra cog on that 11 by 28, I think, would help even on pedal assist 3 to keep up with them.
I don't understand all that, but okay.
Well, it'd be like having an 8th gear kind of, and so you could help pedal and not have to keep up with the motor.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go up here by the school, turn right, and I guess go out that way. Some bumpy bumps. Well, there's the bowling alley.
Okay.
Called Pinheads. It used to be called White Oak Bowling Alley. I guess let's just cut it on the cross now. Hi. Okay, that lady is a little bit sketchy.
Nothing coming this way.
She's the one that was sitting there watching us while we were trying to get ready and talking to somebody in a car.
Yeah.
A little bit sketchy. Now she's
drugs involved or something.
and she's just kind of walking back and forth in the same spot. Kind of sketchy. Something nefarious is going on. Yep. Now, from what I hear, it seems like this kind of is a downhill too.
Yeah. Your sister did say that.
Down to Whipple. Whipple's an interesting town, actually. It's a little hole-in-the-wall place, but it has an old company store that was a mine company store. Back in the...
I said, that's neat.
Yeah, back in the days, coal mines would pay their employees with tokens, if you can believe that. And they would take those tokens. Basically, it made the coal miners use their company store to buy all their stuff. So they had the people working for them, they'd pay them money, and then make them buy out of their store that they owned. So they were kind of using them in two ways. And over in Beckley, there's an exhibition coal mine where you can actually get on an old person mover type vehicle, and it takes you underground into a coal mine. It's a nice ride, especially in the summertime, because it's like air conditioning going down in there. But they've got a little museum, and they show you the types of tokens that they used, and just all the stuff that they went through, pictures, and it's very interesting. I've ridden that thing, I can't even count how many times I've gone on it, but every time it's pretty fun.
Well, we might have to go do it again, because I've never done it.
Yeah, we'll have to. Well, maybe we'll make a trip. Of course, they weren't running it in 2020. If they're running it now, maybe we still have. There's a deer way down there. If they're still running it, we can still have time to. I think they run until October. That was a buck.
Another reason to come down and bring our bikes and do another trail ride somewhere by the New River, maybe.
Yep. Down to Thurman.
Yeah.
Ghost town of Thurman.
Down to the ghost town.
Yeah, this is another long downslope. We're having to ride our brakes actually going down this.
Yes, because there are some bumps along the way. It makes you feel like you're on a rumbling coaster or something.
Yeah. And this is pretty unique. I don't recall really needing to ride my brakes too much on these rail trails. This is probably about as steep as they are able to make them.
Yeah, because, you think about the trains having to, travel this and use their engine to come up these mountains.
Yeah, and those slick metal wheels and the slick metal rails, they can only be so steep. There's a certain degree that they had to stop at. And this is probably it. There's some rocks they had to cut through by hand.
I would say a 6% grade right now, maybe even 7 or more.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
So our train families, you'll have to tell us what the steepness is allowed to be.
Yeah, educate us.
Just throw it in there.
Okay, I'm seeing houses off our left. I know I've traveled that road quite a bit, so we're almost there. See what my bike wattage is here. I'm at 48.5. Still good. Okay, here's the company store. New River Company Store, Oakwood store. Well, actually, this is not exactly where I thought this would come out.
Well, it looks like the trail does go on, too. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go too much farther. Maybe I should get out of this road.
Yes. I don't think anybody's coming to church, but...
So the trail does go on, but it's gravel. Right in front of us is the New River Company Oakwood store. And this place was littered with company stores, but there's not a lot of them left. That happens to be one. This little place is called Carlisle. And Whipple is on down. Do you want to continue going, or do you want to turn around, Lisa?
No, I'm hearing thunder. Let's go ahead and go back.
Oh, I am too. Yeah, we don't want in that. Maybe we'll come back again and we'll come on out through here, because the Whipple Company store is actually, I don't know if it still is. When I was in high school, it was still open. and you could go in and they had all kinds of antiques and things in there.
We're gonna kick it up to 3 when we get up there.
Alright. So anyway.
I don't want to be stuck in rain again.
Yeah. Well, we got to see one company store.
Yeah. Very cool.
Okay, we're back. I had to change the battery in my camera. Hopefully it's pointing the same right way, because I've got to mess up the mount to get a new thing in, battery in. Alright, we're going to pedal assist 3. We've got a nice little hill to climb. And we'll go back up this hill.
Amen for the e-bikes. Going up a hill and doesn't feel a quarter as bad as it would if we didn't have e-bike.
For sure.
It is a little workout, and of course you take it off pedal assist and you're going to have more of a workout. Since we have a storm kind of right on our heels, we are going to stay in pedal assist 3.
I keep waiting for you to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain. Sounds like you sound like the airplane lady. Or here's your exit windows and your flotation devices.
This is how you do this.
Oh my goodness. That's not supposed to be here. But I'm sure they travel this all the time. Like I said, down in this part of the state, there's a lot of different rules. And
people play differently down here. Yeah, as they do anywhere around the country, and not being banned by any park ranger or any local authorities.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot down there. That's part of the area. Alright, I guess we'll call it the video. I'm not exactly sure where we are, but please like and subscribe, share the videos. By the looks of things, everybody has been doing that, and I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Yep. I appreciate you watching. Have a great evening, and God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.